are always good for revision, so it's trying to make sure that you can make notes of them. So we had tension, got guideline.
Making sure it's always wet the hair.
Yeah, making sure that it's wet. If you're cutting wet hair, then it's wet. If you're cutting dry hair, then it's dry. Why? What's the difference between wet and dry hair?
Wet hair stretches.
Yeah, thank you. So that's good. So tension, difference between wet and dry, that will all come up in an exam. So we had growth patterns, what else? Influencing factors. Influencing factors are...
Hair growth pattern?
Yeah, so what else? We have growth patterns, what else?
Elasticity.
Yes.
Whether it's curly, whether the client's got big ears.
Okay. Right, do you want to come back over, Laura, so you don't miss anything? Things are behind over there. Right, so when was the last time you had this cut?
I reckon it was back in May, June.
This comb. Okay, you're looking for about 1 inch off your layers as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, above the ears and all the way round, yeah. So, if I follow the haircut that she's already had, so I'm going to point cut this. Anybody know what I'm doing now?
Over directing the hair?
Yeah, so I'm over directing the hair, alright? So when I take my sections of hair, now why do you think, it's just a guess, why do you think they might be over directing it?
So that it feels longer at the back and shorter at the front?
Yeah. It allows for you to have shorter layers in the top that keep maximum length, alright? But with an even layering in it, because they're over directing it. So we're just going to point cut this. Now these layers would be much more even than, say, the box layer type haircut that we first did. Can you guess why? No? So the other one we did it straight up in the air like that, didn't we? And across. And then we brought all that up and up and up. So when it sat down, it sat like in one layer and then in another layer. By over directing, this is all going to be nicely evened, but allowing shortness on the top and length at the back. Okay.
So this will avoid the two haircut look.
Yes. Right, by over directing. What area on the head would I naturally over direct anyway? In a longer type haircut.
Pass.
Right, so what's the difference between the back and the sides of the head?
Some bits flat, some bits round.
Yeah, what else?
The ears.
And a few other answers. You stop having hair from here to here at the side, but you don't at the back. So if I don't over direct these side pieces, then it will go shorter at the front, won't it? Okay, so you naturally over direct in a lot of the haircuts the side pieces anyway if they were longer. So making sure that I can see my sectioning nice and neatly. See a piece of the old, I'm going to take a piece of the new. The old piece is my what?
The guideline.
The guideline, yeah.
Are you taking the sections in sort of triangle shaped sections from the crown
Yeah.
down?
How far down? All the way down?
Yep, all the way down. So I'll make sure that I can comb this out and get a good clean cut on it, and then I'll over direct it afterwards. I won't try and over direct it at the same time. I'm making sure that my sections, my fingers can cope with the amount of hair that I've picked up. So I always have a guideline to work to, and I always have nice neat sections, alright? As you can see, I'm not actually taking anything off the length of those sides. They need to be chipped into afterwards. Again, everything's been over-directed into the centre, so it's like a centre point, as opposed to the other type of haircut, which becomes very square and blunt if you're not careful. So over-directing it will stop you having that, like you say, two-layered haircut effect really. Any questions? No?
Can you blunt cut that?
Okay.
Blunt cut it from two.
What hair would be more suitable to blunt cut than this?
Fine.
Fine hair. I want to add just a fraction of texture to this. And to be honest, when this is blow dried, it needs chipping out as well to take some of the weight out of it. So you can see that these layers fall, it's nice dense hair, so you can see them all, they fall quite evenly. Alright, otherwise opposed to if we hadn't have over directed this top piece and it was quite square. Which party normally?
Normally in the centre.
Okay. Now, no way am I going to be able to slide cut with these scissors.